You've been struggling trying to figure out how to get to your dream, right? You've been wondering, when is my spirit team, when is God going to allow me to leave this job and go after what I really want? When do I get my chance? When? I'm here to give you the cheat code, okay? And it's going to shock you just the way I just shocked myself. So the cheat code. Let me give you a story first, all right? Because this is all off the dome, off of the meditation. God has given me this message to tell you today. Let me take you to work, all right? Let me take you to when you got the job, all right? So you were applying for jobs, doing all the stuff. And then you were like, oh, this one, I can do this job. Hands down, I'm qualified. Look at my qualities. I have this, I have that. I have this experience. I'm Gucci. I'm fine. You apply for the job, get the interview, you get the job. Now, your obligation, or not your obligation, your expectation of this job is, okay, in the interview process, we're talking salary, we're talking PTO. Well, I mean, kind of, not all the way in the interview process. I'm not going to get into the full career, how to get a career thing. If you don't know, there's a lot of interviewing tips. But once you know that you're about to get that job, then you start talking about compensation more, because you already should talk about it in the interview. But once you are like, yeah, this is something I really want, and they're like, yeah, you something I really want too, then it's like, okay, let's negotiate here. Let's negotiate time. Let's negotiate money. Let's negotiate sometimes work responsibilities. It really just depends on how much of a boss you are and what you are willing to give. Okay. So you do all this stuff. You start the job, you go to work, you do all these things, and payday comes around. Your immediate thought when you wake up on payday is, I know my money better be in that account. I know that I better have been paid today, because why? I signed a contract with you to do this work. I'm doing this work. I did this work. Okay. I'm still in it, clearly. And you gave me the promise that every 2 weeks you would hit this bank account with this amount of money. Okay. Yes. Okay. That was your promise to me. We got it in writing, everything. Now, when spirit comes in and it's like, look here, I got a preposition for you. If you start posting content, if you go to school for this thing, if you start doing arts and crafts or start making this item that you want to make, if you make a move on that person you've been wanting to make a move on, if you decided you want to start a family on your own, things of that nature, whatever, I got you. That's what Spirit is saying. It's just like, I'm telling you to do this thing. You're seeing it everywhere in all the media that you consume. You hear me telling you, do this thing, do this thing, do this thing. But for some reason, you're not doing it, right? And I'm trying to tell you that when you do it, I got you, right? Now, the I got you is what gets people hung up, because they always feel like their spirit team is leaving them behind when the I got you don't come immediately when they start whatever God told them to do. Okay. Because we are in a society of instant gratification, aka our jobs, we are so used to the comfortability of that. We're so used to, okay, I know that this thing is coming. That can be predictable. I know how to run my life that way, right? So this is why a lot of people fail as entrepreneurs. And this is why a lot of people don't go the entrepreneurship route, because they need that security. They need that comfortability. And granted, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Somebody has to be the worker bee, right? Somebody got to be the worker bee. So if you are classifying yourself as a worker bee, turn up. But if not, this message is for you. All right. So, and it's not even a worker bee like, don't have a job and go entrepreneurship. Not like that. It's like, take the front seat in your life. Okay. Don't let what you perceive stability to be the dictator and ruler of your life. Be what God tells you and what you want to be the dictator of your life, you know? So Back to the story of you expect that check to be in there because you made a contract. Why don't you expect God to provide for you when you need it, when you follow what they tell you to do? You know what I'm saying? I can give you one example or one reason. 9 times out of 10, we think we're doing what Spirit wants us to do, what God wants us to do, because it feels right at the time, right? It's what our ego is comfortable with. It's literally what our ego is comfortable with. So some of you might be thinking, well, God told me to go get this job. God told me to work at this place. God told me to be with this person. God told me to stop going to school for this thing or whatever. And that's up to you to see what your discernment is telling you. Is it telling you, nah, you were just really stressed at that moment, so you really wanted to let that go? Or, nah, you weren't supposed to leave that thing behind. You were supposed to pivot to this thing. You know what I'm saying? So our ego gets louder than our intuition, and it has us in positions that make us feel like we can't trust our spirit and trust our gods, right? It's time to put more faith. It's time to put more faith into what your intuition has been trying to tell you. If your intuition keeps nagging at this thing and you keep saying, I want to do this thing, I want to do this thing, I wish I could do this thing, or you get jealous at other people doing this thing that you want to do, that is your contract. That's your contract. Your contract is basically like whatever feeds your soul is whatever's going to give back to you. The thing that's in your way is your mind. We are mind, body, and soul, right? And we have to be in alignment for those things to work. We have to be in alignment for the contract to work, right? The easier contract is the external contract that we get in this external world. Okay, I pay for this thing, I get this thing back. I do this thing, I get this thing back, right? In the internal world, if I align myself with what I believe, what I feel, and I move in that way, and I actually believe that I'm supposed to move this way and that this is my life, then bam, it becomes my life. All of the laws of polarity, attraction, laws of likeness. I think that's what. No, but y'all know what I mean. Look up the universal laws, okay? But all of these things are supposed to be in alignment for you to attract everything that you want externally, okay? When you are aligned internally, you attract everything you want externally. But it's so hard to get there because you have to break yourself from the external. Breaking yourself from the matrix is the hardest thing you're going to ever have to do in your life because it's comfortable, it's safe, it puts you in a position where you can grow, but grow at a pace that you might not get to where you want to be in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And you might not ever really feel ease or alignment or flow in your life because you're going this tried and true way, which really leads you to a place that's not tried and true, you know? So this is a wake-up call for people who are feeling this, okay? If you're not feeling this, then this isn't your reading. But if you've been feeling this and you know that you've been hearing a contract dialogue in your head day after day, that you wake up and you do something that you don't want to do, it's time for you to answer the call. Okay, it's time for you to sign the dotted line of the contract with God and your spirit team, because it's going to give you just 1,000 things more, 1,000 times better of a life. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. It's just going to give you just something you can't describe, something that you can't put into words. Okay. So either you choose the safe route of this known contract that's in your face, or you choose the route of the contract of your soul. So contracts are real. You cannot see them, but this is why you're watching this. This is why you might listen to tarot readers. This is why you're really into spirituality, because you know there's something deeper for you. You would not be here listening to this if you didn't feel a deeper connection of self that is not being heard, that is not being actively shown to the world in whatever way that is. And when I say shown to the world, I mean just walking outside and just being who you are and not being apologetic for any of that, you know? So yeah, that's your message. And it's all about what you want to ground and stabilize in this life. I'm trying to get you guys some signs. Some of you guys could be vintage suitcase collectors. Somebody here loves TV trays, like TV dinners, or like eating on like a TV tray. Um, Verizon wireless internet, like the home internet. That guy from State Farm. What is his name? The black guy that kind of looks like Drake. I can't remember his name. Because we said Jake from State Farm for so long. I don't think his name is Jake, is it? It might be. Someone's name here could be Jake. Gold deadbolts. That's really random. And blue bandanas with a paisley print. We'll deal with that what you will. And Inglewood, California. Specifically a single family home in Inglewood that has like a black gate that's like halfway up and has like the linear, you know what I'm saying, the linear metal look. Words, they escape me right now. The number is 333, definitely popped up, and 272, 187, and 196. Black rims. Somebody got black rims. Turn up. And brown brick. Different shades of brown bricks too. Like it could be brown. Of course it's brown. It could be beige, tan, chocolate, dark chocolate. I don't know. It's all types of brown bricks. And take my shirt as a hint, New York. And the color green. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. If you want to book a personal reading with me and get deeper into your life, you know where to find me, down below in the description box. If you like to read, I'm on Threads, okay, every day doing individual sign readings. And then on TikTok, I'm there every day as well, doing collective messages as well as elemental signs such as water, air, fire sign readings. And yeah, so if you can't get enough of this face here every day, I'm everywhere else. And I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next message. Bye.